Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT King of America. Welcome to day 1960 of Diabetes and I, the daily vlog series that I do to show y'all how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2. You feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out the other videos here on the channel, such as my product reviews, my how-to videos for YouTubers, my TV and movie reviews, my reactions, my video clips, my shorts, my live streams, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series GOAT 1408 TV. Shoutouts to the members of the live chat crew. Most notable members includes Avid the Greek Goddess, Sexy Trees 1408, Queen Candace, Michael Marshall, Life's Magical Journey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, and last but not least, my sis, the big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Special consideration to my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, who co-hosts this Nerd Strip Club with me. You ain't checked out our channel yet. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Go do that there. Go do that there. Go do that there. Alright? And also shout out to the members of the 1408, which includes Life's Magical Journey, Detroit Soloist, Positive Crash Outs Vlogs, Queen's Alchemy, Pretty Heart Conquer, Sexy Trees 1408, Kendi K All Day, and last but not least, Juicy and Raw with Lala. If you yourself would like to be a member of the 1408, all you gotta do is check out the tiers, see which level works for you, and make it do what it do from there. From the baby gold tier to the white gold tier to the red gold tier to the black gold tier level. You dig that part, that part, that part. Let me swallow me some of this water, some of this H2O. That part. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I salute you. You got amazing energy, girl. Shout out to Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Did her thing in my city. You know what I'm saying? Although my city don't be acting right when stuff come to town. They always got there gonna do something goofy at the last minute. MARTA, I need y'all to get a little bit smarter. I was there doing that freaking stampede. I saw, folks was screaming and yelling. You heard the rumbling of the ground. People were running. Yo, it looked like it was a live action Lion King. I was up there like, you know what I'm saying? I was up there looking like Simba. I was like, and then I got the daggone, I had already moved down to the other end because, like, I'm just saying, common sense tells you to, move away from the escalator, you feel me? Because when people are getting off the escalator, they're going to be piling up right there, and everybody's going to be down there on that end. So your best bet, you got a long platform. You move down, you walk down. But people just standing still at the end of the escalator, and obviously if people are steadily coming down, and people are just piling up right there at the base of the escalator, people, y'all need to move, and because it's a long platform, you're waiting on a train, this long thing called a train with multiple cars on it. So move down the platform, spread yourself out. I even heard one of the MARTA people say that, but people don't be listening, they just be looking around. Me, hey, I'm trying to get the F out the way, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Keeping it true with you. And so I was on the other end. And next thing I know, I heard loud screams like, ah! And then you heard the ground shaking, and it sounded like daggone buffalo. It sounded, and like I said, it sounded like Lion King. The famous scene. And then people started running my way. First, I thought, well, I knew I didn't hear no weapon shots, but I was like, what the world are these folks doing? They running, and I'm like, man, y'all folk, I need y'all to get it together, man. That's pretty much that. But that's pretty much that for real. So I hope the people who were injured, they were minor injuries, and that they, that their lives wasn't in jeopardy or peril, from it. I didn't see nobody get injured, because like I said, I was on the other end, so I heard the loud stampede, because you can easily tell people was, things was happening, loud screams and all that type joint. So it was like, man, I need y'all to get together, man. You know what I'm saying? On not just the ends of, you know, just having common sense people when you're getting down for escalator waiting on the train, but also the people down there, you know what I'm saying, they need to have more people controlling that situation as far as, you know, crowd control, you feel me? And, you know, if you're not adept as to how to handle a crowd, then obviously you're not going to be able to control the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You know, me, you know, when I did security, and even in my position, you know, when I am in the midst of a crowd, hey, I know how to daggone, hey, I'm from the city where Luda said move, get out the way. Of course I said in a, you know, in a more non-aggressive manner if necessary, you know, at least the working me, goat me. Yeah, I'm on par with Luda, you know, you feel me? Hey, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you better part to see when you're around me, because I'm a Moses that thing. You feel me? So that part. But anywho's, yeah. But that was that situation. And once again, I hope everybody's straight from that. And you know, and I hate when people like the daggone. That's why I say the MARTA Stampede, because people will quickly try to change it to the Beyonce Stampede or some goofy junk like that, because they ain't had nothing to do with Beyonce. You feel me? Nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? That was after the concert, away from the venue. You feel me? And didn't have nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, the artist, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those were the people that attended the Beyonce concert and was leaving the Beyonce concert, but that was at MARTA. That was at the MARTA station. You know what I'm saying? That happened at. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had nothing to do with Beyonce. So that part. But yeah, so we up here cooling and chilling and whatnot, and I get a chance to show y'all the footage of my mad dash before and after the Stampede. So y'all get a chance to see that, get a chance to see the bucket transition. You dig that part? Yeah, that part. Anyways, I'm checking my blood sugar right now. Checking my blood sugar at least once a day, at the most 3 times a day, before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. That's how we get down with the get down, you dig. I hope all y'all are having the most awesome day. And yeah, I had just dropped the short. As right now, currently 11:47 as I record this daily vlog. We are, of course, back on our normal scheduled time as far as daily vlogs go, and daily live streams. You know what I'm saying? During the weekdays, you know, I do these premiere at 1 p.m. During the weekdays, and at 12 on the weekends. What is today? Today is Tuesday, July the 15th. Tuesday, July the 15th, 2025. Today is officially the last day to pre-order Spectacular, to get your name in the book. Spectacular issue number 1, which is coming soon. Today is the last day to pre-order Spectacular issue number 1. I appreciate all y'all most amazing people who have pre-ordered the book thus far. Y'all are freaking amazing, freaking amazing, freaking amazing. I appreciate y'all, and you know what I'm saying, you know, y'all are awesome. And I can't wait for this book to either get in your hands or get to your email. If you got a digital copy, y'all gonna be the first ones, of course, to get it, because you know y'all got that there. Y'all got that there. And yeah, so I just can't wait to get it out to y'all. We will be resuming, of course, as I mentioned, the editing process of Spectacular. And you know what I'm saying, that part. Now that this long trek is behind me, you know what I'm saying, I can settle back into working on, you know, these books, because I ain't gonna lie to you, barely had the energy for it, obviously, you know, this, that, and the third for the past few days. But yeah, But yeah, what I was about to say, yeah, I ain't get home until like 2 o'clock this morning, because by the time I finally made it to my destination, the buses had stopped running. So like, oh well, crud. So yeah, that part. But we made it, baby. We made it, and foot still sore, but you know what I'm saying, we out here. We out here. We are continuing to manifest greatness, maintain greatness, and motivate others to be great on that spiritual level, on that emotional level, on that mental level, on that physical level, on that financial level. That's how we bucket, baby. We're gonna bucket just like that all day, every day. You feel me? That's how we're gonna do, baby. So I hope y'all are doing great as we are here on this 1960th consecutive daily vlog, man. Today, day 1960, man. Day 1960. Of course, in the year 1960, we had a presidential election that resulted in the election of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was born in 1917 and is still to date the youngest person elected to become president. He was elected at what age? 40, how old was he? In 17. So he was 43 when he was elected. He was 43 years old when he was elected as president of the United States. He stayed president, of course, until his taken out in November of 22nd of 1963 in Dallas, Texas. So yeah, that part. But that's one of the significant events, of course, that happened in 1960, along with the 1960 Olympics, where young man who was born in 1942 by the name of Cassius Clay won the gold in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He will later, you know, win the world championship. We'll talk about that when we get to that day. That day, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Yeah, but yeah, man, we're just up here cooling it and chilling. Yeah, that part. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. Ooh, yeah, that yarn came out then. That yarn said, yarn, baby. Yarn. But anyway, I'm not about to hold y'all too much longer, because yesterday's daily vlog was pretty freaking long. So I want to try to keep this under 30 minutes if I can. Right now, my timer shows 14 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the shout out. Hey, shout out. Hey. It's time for the shout outs, baby. It's time for the shout outs, baby. Hey y'all. Let's see who was here in the live. Later on today, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live in 2025, day 196. Yesterday's live, happy birthday, Jelly, of course, live in 2025, day 195. Let's see who was here for that.
They talk to you. They don't say things like, this is the biggest mistake people should stop making. Instead, they say, these are the 3 biggest mistakes YouTube creators should stop in 2025 to get 1,000 subscribers. Notice a difference? Make the viewer feel like you're solving their problem, not the internet's.
Alright, that part.
Keeps people watching. Speed.
Comments. No comments in the regular comment section for that. In the live chat. Let's see. In the live chat, y'all. On the live chat, we had Detroit. So shout outs out to my girl Gabby Jane. My awesome friend Gabby Jane. She was at the concert yesterday. Detroit Soloist daughter Gabby Jane, who is how I met Detroit Soloist. She was at the concert yesterday and enjoyed her time most definitely. Shout outs to Gabby excuse me, Gabby Jane. And also shout outs to my Angie Poo 215 channel was at the concert. You dig? Shout outs to her, making it do what it do and does what it does. You dig that part? And also I got a shout out Lady Papa, who I saw at the concert the other day as well. Another awesome YouTube content creator. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely shout outs to her, who I actually met before. You know what I'm saying? I knew she was a content creator, and of course, we met in she of course happens to be a content creator. So that part, Tabernacle, you dig? Let's see, in the live chat, y'all, we had Detroit Soloist was in the live chat. Sexy Trees 1408 was in the building. Pretty Heart Conquer was in the building. Dolores was in the house. Shots of rock with 5 on it. She got 5 on it. Ooh, you dig that part. Estrella Garcia was in the building as well. Who else was in the house? Estrella Garcia was in the building as well. Dolores hit 400 yesterday too. That's what's happening. Let's see. Life's Magical Journey was in the building. Life's Magical Journey was in the building. Who else was in the building? Brick Family Fun was in the building. Johnny Quest Gaming was in the building. Juicy and Raw with Lala Nutrition was in the house. Who else was in the building? Junad 2005 Productions, Junad M was in the building. DJ Sunny Side Up was in the building. Fit and Flex with Lala was in the building. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. DJ Sunny Side Up. I saw him say Pimp C or Bun B. The late Pimp C. DMX for 50 cents. DMX all day. Let's see. And that was it. That was everybody who was in the building. Most definitely. That was everybody who was in the building on that. Appreciate y'all for being here for day 195. Let's check out any shorts that we had. Was this short drop yesterday or the day before? I think this short was dropped yesterday. Or was it dropped the day before? No, that was dropped on the 13th. That was dropped on the 13th. What about this one? Was this dropped yesterday? Yeah, that was dropped there. Train, let's see. We will be out. Let's see who was here for that. We got Hi was in the building. Hi, who currently has 68 subscribers, said I love it. Hey, that part. Sweet Juices After Lead Your Life with 4.48k subscribers. She said, hey, you dig that part. Queen's Alchemy said, love this. You feel me? Queen's Alchemy, who currently has 1.14k subscribers on her channel, also has a secondary channel, the Queendom Garden. You dig? Oh snap! Oh cool. She had a 5 questions with the Source exclusive interview with Queen's Alchemy. Hey, that part 2 days ago. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Shout out to the Source, man. Awesome dude right there. Amazing content creator. Juicy and Raw, well, Lala said my thoughts exactly. Infiltrated, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Infiltrated that thing, you feel me? That part. Pretty Heart Conquer said, yeehaw, you dig? Said, yeehaw, you dig? Pretty Heart Conquer currently has 245 subscribers. She almost at 250, y'all. You feel me? Just doing her thing, being her, baby, being her. With 66 videos in the house. You dig that part? And Latanya Porter said, my bro in the beehive. Latanya Porter, y'all, with 114 subscribers. Let's get my sister 200, y'all. Let's see if she could be the first person ever to never have content and have 200 subscribers. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My sister's gonna end up with 1 million subscribers with not one video. That's gonna be amazing, man. That's gonna be amazing. At 1 million subscribers, she gonna drop a video. That's gonna be amazing, man. That part. Let's see. All right, so that was that video. Yesterday I also dropped the 8K, 9K, and 10K subs. We doing a free art party, y'all. That part. The Spiders Lair said, let's go. Shout out to the Spiders Lair, y'all. Symbiverse Comics at the Spider Lair currently has 3.16K subscribers on his channel. Shout outs to him. Michael Birch, who I interviewed on my last episode of Indie Comics Review. Most definitely my latest episode of Indie Comics Review, if I'm not mistaken. That was episode 29. That part. Latanya Porter said, go get him, bro. Hey, you feel me? That part. And Pretty Heart Conquer said, hey, you feel me? Said, hey, that part. That part. Let's see. Now let's see any other shorts I got. Yeah, me talking about YouTube. Need to get together, YouTube. Real talk. Pretty Hard Conquer said hello with the heart. Hey, Detroit Solo said have an amazing day. YouTube, love you too. She currently has 1.08K subscribers on her channel with 822 videos. Shout out to my sis. You dig? Hey, that part. That part. That part. Let's see.
What the hell?
Queen's Alchemy said, peace and love, my brother. I appreciate that. I accept that peace and that love all day, for real though. Pretty Hard Conquer with the 1408 emoji. You dig? That part. Queen's Alchemy also said, that happened a lot to me too, but when I am watching, as soon as some says they are going to end, and all of a sudden I am unable to type a chat, then says it's over. YouTube trips sometime. Real talk, like that'd be crazy, like for real though. The Solomon Project said, what in the world? You did. The Solomon Project almost at 300 subscribers, y'all, with 296 subscribers on his channel, currently with 403 videos. The Solomon Project, straight up dude right there, you know what I'm saying, doing what he do, man, doing what he do with his amazing travels and his advice on stocks, and it just advice period, you know what I'm saying, with that flair, with that humorous flair. You feel me? The Solomon Project in the building. You dig? Juicy and Raw, well, Lala said you was talking about how YouTube was on that rock, and the algorithm said, oh, for real, it's on site. My knee guy and put you in there. Loop. I seen it. That's what it was. They did that. I ain't gonna lie. They did that part. Yo, that's wild. That's what they did. I believe it. Like that's exactly what they did. They did just that. And the short that I just dropped right before I started recording this video, I'm a survivor. You know what I'm saying? We got a Pretty Hard Conquer with the laughing emojis. You dig? Hey, that part. You dig? Hey, I'm just saying, I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. You dig? That part. I'm not gonna stop. You dig? That part. Yesterday's daily vlog, day 1959. Which of course was the year, Alaska and Hawaii became the 49th and 50th states of the United States. Let's see who was here in the regular comments. In the regular comments, we had Latanya Porter said, hey bro, happy birthday, Jelly. Hey, that part, you feel me? Rodney and Melissa Evolving said, happy birthday, Jelly. Hey, they currently have 1.15K subscribers, y'all, with 258 videos. They have been doing their thing on their channel. They have been doing their thing. We got Ulfact, who currently has 11 subscribers. They said, good evening, nice content. I really like watching it. Always be happy, my friend. Like 11. I appreciate that, most definitely. And Life's Magical Journey says, Slimbo! What's happening, Life? You did that part. And here we go in the live chat, y'all. In the live chat, we had Hi was in the live chat. Estrella Garcia, Joe 2005 Productions, Joe Miller, Latanya Porter, Aiden Logos, Pretty Heart, Conquer was in the building, Junad 2005 Productions, Junad M was in the building, Junad Manzoor was in the building, who else was in the building? Sexy Trees 1408 was in the building. Wellness with Frugal Mama was in the house. And that was it. That was everybody who was in the building. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for being up in here. The current time is 12:04 p.m. And y'all will be seeing this daily vlog, of course, premiere at 1 p.m. If you are watching this in the replay, laid back, way back in the playback, Maybach, I appreciate you as well for taking the time to watch the replay of this right here. Most definitely, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all on everything. Now, let's see what happened in the history of the year 1960. Since today is day 1960, let's see what happened in the year of 1960. Let's see. Let's see. Cultural shifts. The twist became a popular dance craze, Chubby Checker, and the TV show The Flintstones premiered. Flintstones lasted from 1960 to 66, most definitely. Let's see, music. The Beatles began their residency at the Indra Club in Hamburg, Germany, marking the start of their rise to international fame. That part. The laser was developed. NASA launched the Pioneer 5 space probe. Vietnam War was starting to escalate. Let's see. As I mentioned earlier, JFK was elected as the 35th president of the United States, defeating Richard Nixon, who of course would one day be president himself. He was at that time the vice president for Eisenhower. Let's see. 1960 saw heightened tensions in the Cold War. Soviet Union shot down the American spy plane. Blase. You know what I'm saying? More stuff. You know what I'm saying, to come about. You dig? So that was pretty much the rundown of the year 1960. Let's see who was born in 1960. You know what I'm saying? We're getting closer and closer, y'all. We're getting. Antonio Banderas was born in 1960. Julianne Moore, Elizabeth Perkins, Hugh Grant, James Spader, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jennifer Grey, who I haven't recognized since Dirty Dancing. I still don't recognize her new face, and she's had her new face longer than her old face, but her old face is a forever classic to me. Kenneth Branagh was born in 1960. Stanley Tucci was born in 1960. Tony Goldwyn, Colin Firth, Daryl Hannah, David Duchovny, John Leguizamo, Sean Penn. A lot of people that, of course, we know now in the industry, as far as celebrities go. Hollywood. Damon Wayans was born in 1960 as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we're getting closer to, we're of course coming about on those who came about, who were young, when we were growing up. You know what I'm saying, in the 80s and 90s. Those stars that impacted those decades, the most recent decades, the past 30-40 years. We're coming into the time of their birth, you feel me? So that part, 1960, we in the 60s now, baby. The 1960s. It's about to be a wild ride. It's about to be a wild ride. So that means in one more week we will be on day 1967, which is a poignant year in my family history. So most definitely. With that being said, I'm gone, y'all. Stay blessed up. Continue to manifest greatness, maintain greatness, and motivate others to be great. Can you do that for your boy? Can you do that for your boy? I know you can. We out here, y'all. Video, playlist, watch them all, alright? One love.